Aries. Aries symbol partnerships get extra attention these days, dear Aries, but differences in approaches or values may temporarily interfere with harmony in spots today. Perhaps your earnings become an issue with a partner. Find ways to either separate partnership and business or aim to share as much as possible with someone close to you so they can gain more understanding of your goals. Part of you wants to work independently, but sharing decision-making can be helpful. Ideally, you come up with creative ways to do both. Disagreements are likely but can lead to some helpful brainstorming sessions. In fact, opposing viewpoints can help you clarify and refine your position. These differences may very well happen in your own mind as you seesaw between analyzing a situation based on facts and details and drawing upon your intuition. Taurus. Taurus symbol today's Mercury-Uranus clash may pit your work and duties against your sense of freedom and independence, dear Taurus, which might lead to mistakes. Or, impatience in speech and with instructions can be an issue. There can be some tendency to rebel against any extra work you've recently taken on as you consider that you may need a little more space for spontaneous explorations. It's not the best time for plans to come together with friends or those to do with entertainment. Some of your ideas or goals may meet with resistance, which can be frustrating at first. However, there's an excellent chance that it's instructive, even if its only benefit is helping you clarify your position or stance. The moon moves into your partnership sector, encouraging you to more deeply appreciate a special someone's role in your life. While the moon will stay in this area of your chart for a little over 2 days, Venus moves in here and will stick around until October 7th. The weeks ahead are excellent for smooth and satisfying relationships. Gemini. Gemini symbol today's Mercury-Uranus challenge can call up some questions about freedom and enjoyment, dear Gemini. While current transits encourage you to explore and express your creativity, you need some personal space and rest. It's possible that issues from the past interfere with the current relationship, or they keep you from letting go and enjoying yourself. The solution might be to simplify your life and divide your attention more evenly. Also today, you can have some challenges balancing your responsibilities with quality personal time. You can shine in both areas, but only if you accept that your time and energy are limited and something needs to tone down. The moon moves into your work and health sector for a 2-day stay, boosting your involvement with your daily routines. However, Venus heads into the same sector for a visit until October 7th, and the weeks ahead are strong for smoothing over your everyday life. Cancer. Cancer symbol if you've been juggling too much, you might feel a call for more spontaneous activities or the need for friends, dear Cancer. Plans and ideas may not come together readily, mainly because everyone has a different opinion on what to do and where to go. There can be some annoying opposition to your idea or belief, but if you look for the lesson, you may very well benefit from a disagreement, if only to help you clarify your position. Seeking ways to simplify can benefit you all around. The moon heads into your creativity sector for a couple of days, boosting your need for emotional refreshment through play, entertainment, or expressions of love. Venus moves into the same sector but for a longer time, until October 7th, enhancing your appeal and magnetism. Leo. If you've taken on too many personal projects or interests, dear Leo, you could find that this impacts your attention to responsibilities or professional goals. Look for ways to divide your attention in a more balanced way, even if this means cutting back on certain activities. Otherwise, the activities that you enjoy most are liable to feel burdensome. Money or ownership matters can be complicated, and it's not so easy to agree along these lines. You might find that independently pursuing your goals is preferable to team efforts right now. However, consider that as much as you're capable of succeeding on your own, others' support or resources can come in handy sometimes. With today's transits, not everyone agrees on intellectual levels, and reaching a compromise can be a goal. The moon's move to the bottom of your solar chart encourages more heartful attention to your home, family, or need for comfort. Venus moves in the same area but will stick around for much longer, until October 7th. This transit boosts your feelings of comfort, safety, and familiarity in the coming weeks. Virgo. You might experience a dilemma if you've taken on too many projects or commitments, dear Virgo. As much as you're enjoying them, you could feel the need to free up some time for new or broader experiences and spontaneous activities. You'll figure out a solution to this as you go along, but do consider ways to make room for both practical application and experimentation. You may not readily come to an agreement with a partner or significant person in your life. However, with some back and forth, you can get to a higher level of understanding, both of their opinions and of your own. Opposition of your ideas can sometimes help you clarify and refine them, and this may be the case now. The moon heads into your communications sector for a couple of days, encouraging you to seek more mental stimulation. Venus moves into the same area of your solar chart, but will stick around for longer, until October 7th. The weeks ahead are wonderful for enjoying your personal interests. Libra. Circumstances can be such that you need to simplify if excess in one area of life begins detrimentally affecting other areas, dear Libra. A good part of you wants to be around others, and an equal portion would prefer to duck out and enjoy some quiet time. While this can certainly stir up some tension if left on its own, it doesn't have to. In fact, you have all the tools you need to strike a comfortable compromise. The moon moves into your resources sector for a couple of days, boosting your need for emotional steadiness and some predictability in your life. Venus, your ruler, heads into the same area of your solar chart but will stick around for longer, until October 7th. The weeks ahead are excellent for attending to your practical affairs and enjoying some comfort and familiarity. Scorpio. Transits today remind you of the importance of finding a better balance in your life, dear Scorpio. An increased need for solitude, time alone, or time to think might seem to clash with a significant other. You may not be seeing eye to eye with a lover or friend, but consider that disagreements or opposition to your ideas can lead to better, more refined, and more precise plans. Ideas and strategies may seem to be at cross purposes, but you're in a good position for communicating about those things you usually may not articulate. Instead, this might happen inside your head, as you try to reach a decision. In the process, you might uncover different ways of looking at a situation. The moon moves into your sign today, lighting up your emotional life. While the moon stays in Scorpio for just over 2 days, Venus heads into your sign for a visit until October 7th. The weeks ahead are powerful for your appeal. Sagittarius. People are lining up for your ideas these days, dear Sagittarius. You seem to have a solid sense of current and future trends. However, if you've been juggling too much or spending overdoing socializing, there can be some restlessness or frustration today. Aim to make some time for yourself and for life's unexpected moments. Be sure that work and health matters get their due attention to put yourself in a better position to grab opportunities when they arise. It's challenging to settle on a plan today. However, with the moon's move into your solar 12th house for a couple of days, you're beginning to crave more emotional space or a little bit of anonymity. Capricorn. Today's transits remind you to consider your need to play freely from time to time, to act on impulses, to do something fun or creative spontaneously, dear Capricorn. Watch for taking on too much if it burdens you or interferes with your chance to enjoy leisurely moments. It's not easy to arrive at agreements today, but differing points of view can be learning experiences. This is the case even if an opposing viewpoint helps you clarify or strengthen your own idea. The day may not feel as productive as others, as you tend to spin your wheels or remain in limbo about where you want to channel your energies. Both the Moon and Venus move into your sector of friends, dreams, and wishes, the Moon for just over 2 days and Venus for almost 4 weeks. You're in fine shape for dreaming and enjoying new ideas, visions, and projects. Aquarius. There can be some restlessness today if you feel overwhelmed with things to do or choices to make, dear Aquarius. You'll need to make some time for free-form activities and leisure, or times when you can let loose your more spontaneous inclinations or adventurous side. Consider needs for freedom to explore, even in small ways. Seeing eye to eye on money, sharing, and ownership matters may not be straightforward for now. In fact, there can be a lot of back and forth before you're ready to agree. Nevertheless, it's a good exercise in understanding, and you may very well end up with better, more refined plans. The Moon and Venus move to the top of your chart today, encouraging you to set some goals. Pisces. If you've taken on too many projects, interests, or responsibilities recently, dear Pisces, you might feel the pinch today. The answer may be to simplify or cut back on something, even if this is not the easiest choice. It's best to be delicate when handling tricky topics and investigate a proposition or plan thoroughly before investing your time and energy into it. Watch for restlessness that leads to imprecise communications. You can find some difficulty when it comes to agreeing about activities and plans, especially shared ones. However, these disagreements are largely unemotional and can very well get you to a better place. Ideally, resistance to your ideas or projects may get you thinking and clarifying your position. A significant other can help you see the bigger picture now, perhaps even without intending to.